Thank you. You may be seated. Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Rachel Gooch. I'm the program director for the Wallace State Occupational Therapy Assistant Program. And on behalf of myself, our academic fieldwork coordinator, Ms. Kelly Wilson, and instructor Sarah Mooney. Everybody for us, Ms. Mooney? Thank you. We would like to thank you all for joining us today to celebrate the Wallace State OTA class of 2025. We're so excited to have you all here, all the friends and family that we have heard so much about this year, the growing families that we've heard so much about. We have lots and lots of OTA babies in the audience today. So if you hear some coos or some cries, it's totally fine. We love it. There are several members of our administration here that we would like to welcome. First, we have Dr. Vicki Karlowick. She is the president of Wallace State. We have Vice President for Learning, Ms. Lisa German. And we have our Dean of Health Sciences, James Malone, Dr. James Malone. Thank you all so much for your support. We wouldn't be here without your leadership. We really appreciate all that you've done for our class this year. Okay, class, this is it. You did it. I feel like I need to turn. I can see you all. See, I told you you'd be fine. You did it. Like I always say, if I can do it, you can do it. And here we are, just one short year later. You made it through all those classes, all those labs, the long days of field work, and you've emerged on the other side of it all, smarter, stronger, and even more passionate about your chosen field of occupational therapy. When I reflect on this last year, many things come to mind. And to quote Charles Dickens, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. We've lived a lot of life together this last year, and you guys were the bright spot. You were the ones that made it responsible for being the best of times. Every cohort develops their own collective personality, and I think that's true of you guys. When I reflect on your group, a few key traits come to mind. Resilience, flexibility, especially yesterday when you made it 15 minutes into your 4-hour mock board exam and the internet went down. And most importantly, in my opinion, kindness. All are great hallmarks of wonderful OTAs. You all became excellent at changing and adapting, and I truly appreciate you all working through your initial frustrations of my teaching style. You know, the one where I don't directly answer all your questions, but instead, I usually ask you a question in return. This may be unconventional, but I do think that it will serve you well moving forward because it's not my job to teach you what to think. It was my job to teach you how to think. It's not about being right or being wrong. It's about how you got there. See, we won't always be there to give you the right answer, and neither will your textbooks, neither will the internet. You'll be in situations that you'll need to think and act quickly, and I stand before you all today confident in your ability to do just that. While it's bittersweet, it was my job to get you to a place where you didn't need me anymore. This parallels the world that you're moving into. It's now your job to get your patients to a place where they don't need you anymore, a place of independence. You may be helping them develop their own resiliency by working through tough or life-changing circumstances. You could be helping them learn to grow. You may be helping them learn a lesson in flexibility by teaching them new or different or even a better way to engage in their occupations. The kindness that your class possesses is unmatched. I can confidently say that you all are the kindest, most caring group I have ever had the honor of teaching. I know that you all will take that kindness with you when you leave here and share it with every patient and every caregiver that you interact with. We know healthcare typically focuses on what's the matter with you. OT asks what matters to you. I can't wait to see the ripple effect that this group has on our profession. OTA class of 2025, it's been a privilege, it's been an honor. I'm so proud of you. Now go out there, pass that board exam, and be great. Congratulations. I'd now like to welcome our academic fieldwork coordinator, Ms. Kelly Wilson, to the podium.
Yeah, I can see you all. Okay. Good morning, graduates, faculty, family, and friends. Today's a day of celebration, reflection, and excitement for the future. As we gather to honor the OTA class of 2025, I feel immense pride, not only as your instructor and academic fieldwork coordinator, but as a proud alumna of this very same program. Can you believe it? You did it. We did it. We all did it. Let's all take a deep breath. Wow. You made it through the lectures, the labs, fieldwork, and countless challenges, and we did it together. This class will always hold a special place in my heart. You supported one another while supporting us just as much. I'll never forget the energy and kindness that you've all shown throughout the year. Remember anatomy labs, joint motions, manual muscle testing, transfers, goniometry. I don't remember which lab group it was, but if you know, you know. Okay. I'll never recover from all the joint motion and goniometry videos I've had to make, and I don't even want to know if those are still floating around the internet somewhere. Community-based fieldwork brought even more memories and making new connections with classmates who weren't in your regular lab groups, whether it was losing in volleyball to senior citizens, stepping in horse poop at Hope Horses, or just being outright allergic to horses. Where is she? Oh, trying to hide again. Or building connections at Flourish and the Link. Through all these experiences, you've seen firsthand the difference you can make in the lives of others, and that was just the beginning. Even though I wasn't in PEDS labs with you, I could see how much fun you had while learning to make therapy meaningful for children. People often misunderstand OT as just playing, but we know better because we know that therapeutic play builds trust, motivation, and success, and that's what makes OT so powerful. Never underestimate the value of having fun while changing lives. No one dreads going to a therapy appointment if it's going to be fun, right? So don't ever lose your imagination and love for OT that can create fun and meaningful treatments for your clients of any age. This class, like Dr. Gooch mentioned, is remarkable, not only for your dedication to your clients, but to each other through baby showers, wedding showers, baby showers, Valentine's Day parties. Oh, and did I mention baby showers? Yes, lots of OTA babies this year, definitely the most I've ever had. Through this, you created a supportive joyful community, and of course, we celebrated another huge milestone this year when our fearless leader, Mrs. Gooch, turned into Dr. Gooch. While still leading this program and chasing around, how would you say, not so laid back 4-year-old? Her hard work ensured your degree means something, and we're so grateful to her for that. Spring semester nearly did us all in, right? But we laughed, we cried, and we made it. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Please take a moment to thank your family and friends who stood by you. Their love and support helped make this day possible. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. You are smart, capable, and compassionate. Go out and change the world, and don't forget to stay in touch, especially with those baby pictures. We'll take all your Facebook and Instagram requests and all that now. I recently heard a simple but powerful phrase that struck me so deeply, I immediately jotted it in my phone so I wouldn't forget it. It reminded me of this class and the heart behind everything you guys have done this year. I believe it's a motto worth carrying with us, not just in our work as OTAs, but in life. So let me leave you with this short but sweet quote that I think is very apropos for this moment in your life. We came to serve, not to be served. I hope you can always implement that in your career and in your personal lives. Congratulations, class of 2025. At this time, please welcome Savannah Patterson, co-president, to the stage to address the class.
Good afternoon. My name is Savannah Patterson, co-president of the Wallace State OTA class of 2025. First, I would like to say thank you for the kind words from Dr. Gooch and Ms. Wilson. I know we all really appreciate that, and it really is just a testimony to our year together. So thank you for your kind words. It is an honor to stand before you today as a soon-to-be colleague of the occupational therapy field. Today, as we are pinned, each of us will make the transition from students to healthcare professionals, which is a little scary. The knowledge we received in classes and countless hours of studying will begin to reappear as we treat our clients, and with that, our confidence will begin to grow day by day. First, I would like to thank our instructors who have been with us from day one: Dr. Gooch, Ms. Wilson, Ms. Mooney, and Ms. Phillips. They have each held us to high expectations, which have helped shape us into compassionate, knowledgeable, and reliable clinicians who will be able to leave here today demonstrating the values of occupational therapy. On behalf of the class, we thank each of you for the way you have poured into us. Each of you has been a strong support system, guiding us through hours of studying, lab checkoffs, as well as the many tears and laughs. Because of the way you have cared for us, we can leave here today better than we were when we began. Next, I would like to thank the family and friends who have always supported us. We sincerely thank you and recognize all the ways that you have been there. Personally, I would like to thank my parents, my fiance, and both of our families and friends for the ways they have supported me, comforted me in times of stress, and encouraged me to push forward. I am just forever grateful for the way that each of you have supported us as a class and as individuals, part of which a lot of you supported us with our class fundraiser, which we raised just a crazy amount of money. So if you were a part of that, thank you. And lastly, to the OTA class of 2025, it has been a great honor to serve as one of your class presidents this year. Many of you have supported me during difficult times this past year, helping keep me afloat in and out of the classroom. I can't thank you enough for that. Each of you have rolled with the punches this semester and each semester, and day by day we grew closer. It was comforting to know that we were all in the same position, feeling all the weight of the stress, the frustration, and even the good parts. And yes, there were some good parts. In fact, there were many of them. We've spent hours together talking about our lives, studying together, and developing true friendships that will last a lifetime. I will forever be grateful for the friendships I have made in this program, and I know many of you feel the same way. Tomorrow, this week, or maybe a few weeks from now, we will each begin our own journey in this field. Some of us may be treating in hospitals, nursing homes, pediatric clinics, or a number of other settings. But as we go about teaching body mechanics, testing range of motion, or teaching someone how to feed themselves, I know the memories of this program will come rushing back to the times that we first learned it all and how we leaned on each other to make it through. So, to my friends and classmates, thank you for supporting me and each other. Today, I feel thankful for the phrase, therapy world is a small world, because that means I get to see many of you again and even work with some of you. With that being said, OTA class of 2025, let's leave here in celebration, because today not only marks the end of a chapter, but it opens the door to a career full of learning and growing together. For the last time as your co-class president, I encourage each of you to continue leaning on each other for support during the hard times and celebrate with each other during the good. Thank you. At this time, please welcome Tyree Bothwell, my co-president, to the podium.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, I want to thank all the faculty, staff, and family and friends and loved ones for being here with us today. Whether you're sitting in this room or watching virtually, we wouldn't be in these seats, dressed up today, our hearts full, without you. Thank you for believing in us, even during the times where we weren't sure we believed in ourselves. Standing here today as co-president of this amazing future clinicians is an honor I don't take lightly. Especially because, honestly, at certain points we weren't sure any of us were going to make it through splinting or those early fieldwork days where we felt like we were just trying not to break anything or anybody. We grew, we learned not just about muscles and goniometers, but about people, about resilience, and about showing up for others, and more importantly, showing up for ourselves. Let's be real, this journey wasn't easy. There were moments when we questioned everything, like, why did I think anatomy and kinesiology would be fun? Or, is it normal to cry over soap notes? And don't even get me started on physical conditions. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Or that first level 2 fieldwork rotation. You haven't known true humility until you've had a patient ask you, are you sure you know what you're doing? Occupational therapy is about helping people live life to the fullest, and in learning how to do that for others, I think we also learn how to do that for ourselves. We've learned to stretch, not just arms and legs, but our own minds, patience, and compassion. To do this work, you have to be able to understand people and be selfless, kind, and positive. We've grown from unsure students into confident, capable practitioners who are ready to walk into someone's most vulnerable moments and say, I'm here, let's figure this out together. We had some amazing guides along the way. So for starters, to our program director, Dr. G, thank you for always being understanding, encouraging, and reminding us that it's okay to ask for help. No one really knows how much you've impacted my life personally. You have helped me grow not only as a clinician, but as a person. You were there through a lot of tough times I had in the last year, even when I wanted to drop out after the first few months. You made a difference by just being present, patient, available, and most importantly, human. Thank you. And to Ms. Wilson, well, if you know, you know. Thank you for being exactly who you are. You have been a light in helping me navigate through field work when my son was prematurely born in the beginning of field work rotation to me getting an illness that hospitalized me for over a week. You were there to make sure I didn't miss a beat. I know I got on your last nerves every summer or every semester, having a question almost literally every time I passed your office. You brought energy, honesty, and a very specific type of motivation that only you could deliver. And also, I cannot forget you occasionally scaring us enough to study a little bit harder. We needed it more than we realized. Thank you. And to our adjunct instructors, except for the one, thank you for guiding us, challenging us, and being there whenever we needed you guys or questions asked. You gave us the tools to become not just professionals, but advocates, educators, and lifelong learners. And to my classmates, You've been more than peers. You've been a second family. We've laughed together, cried together, survived group projects together, and fundraised together. We played volleyball with the Wallace and realized that they're more competitive than me, and that's saying something. We've shared notes, snacks, stress, and hope. And now we share a future that we get to shape with our own hands and hearts. To our family and friends, thank you for your sacrifices, encouragement, and countless cups of coffee, quiet spaces, and supportive texts. You helped us power through. I know my wife is a big part of me getting to this point, either helping me study late at nights or reminding me, you better get that done, or by saying, by the time we're done with this, I'll be an expert in manual muscle testing too. Or just bringing dinner to my desk when I have long assignments, or keeping the kids from climbing on me as they love to do. Thank you for being there and supporting me. I give you all the credit. You're a strong, selfless woman who held me together, and I thank you. As we move forward on this day, let's remember this. Making a difference doesn't always come in big, dramatic moments. Sometimes it's the small, quiet wins. The first time a patient brushes their hair again, ties their shoes, or smiles because you believed in them. We're not just graduating, we're becoming agents of people's lives. So wear your pen proudly, you earned it, not just through exams and field work, but through your compassion, your growth, and your determination to make this world just a little bit better, one meaningful occupation at a time. Congratulations, Wallace State Occupational Therapy Assistants Class of 2025. We did it. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to welcome back up my co-president so we can present something to our instructors.
Back again. We just would like to say thank you to our instructors. Ms. Haley Phillips could not be here today. However, we do have Dr. Gooch, Ms. Wilson, and Ms. Mooney here today. So if each of you would please come, we'd like to say thank you to you and present you with a bouquet. Each of them have just been such a support system for us, so we do want to thank them from the entire class. And now just to be leaving here today knowing that we are now colleagues with them is a pretty great honor, so we're very thankful.
Y'all left all your speeches up here on top of mine.
It wouldn't be OTA if you didn't have to.
Mine's in the big print so I can see. All right. At this time, I'm going to call the names for pinning and presentation of certificates. Please stand one row at a time when I call the name of the first person of that row. Maggie Adams. Abby Anderson. Brianna Barton. Allie Bishop. Emily Blancas. Hallie Bone. Tyree Bothwell. Cindy Bryan. Busby. Where am I? Molly Carmack. Kaylee Cates. Carly Cofield. Amanda Cunningham. Storm Edgel. Jamesia Edmond. Raven Fairley. Natalie Filon. Caitlin Furr. Kendall Hearn.
Thank you so much.
Heather Jackson. Stop. Kylie Heisel. I didn't have you on my list because she just had a baby like 15 minutes ago. Now Heather Jackson.
I watched it.
First time since the baby was born. Okay, Nicole Job.
Well done, Nicole.
Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. I love you.
Shajorian Johnson. Yes, Jory. Derica Jones. I got it. Nita Kawaja. Haley Liming. Ariel Mattis. Sarah McCarver. Hey, what's his name? Asher. Hey, Asher. Kelsey Milliken. My new contacts were supposed to come in yesterday and they didn't make it, so I'm doing the best I can. Lindsay Murphy. I could just look.
Thank you for everything.
Savannah Patterson. Amelia Porto.
I can't be gone for too long.
No, we better not. Caitlin Robertson. You'll see in a minute when I have to do that.
I have to do the color.
Alexis Roberts. Caitlin Robinson. Caitlin Robertson and Caitlin Robinson. She kind of has red hair, so the bird, the robin, is the only thing that. Anthony Rocco is not here, and we're all really upset with him. But he's such a hard worker. He would rather go to work than come to this. So.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Autumn Selman. Brittany Sharp. Caitlin Shirey. Molly Sims. Mackenzie Taylor. Sarah Tompkins. Allie Upton.
Thank you so much for everything. All the best.
Emily Wallace. And Mackenzie Wiley. All right. I'm not going to do it. To close the ceremony with the class of 2025, please stand to recite the OTA pledge. Y'all ready? All right. In the belief that all human beings are unique and have potentials to be realized, I pledge myself to the conscientious and judicial practice of my profession. I solemnly declare that I will hold and keep inviolate whatever I may learn of the lives of my clients, and to be an active advocate for their right to live full and meaningful lives, seeking to serve and being cognizant of the need to maintain my competence. I will strive to continue my professional growth. To this end, that my work may be successful, I will strive for greater knowledge, skill, understanding, and compassion in the discharge of my duties. It is with dignity and pride that I prepare to join my colleagues in occupational therapy and pledge to uphold the integrity of our profession to the greater good of all we serve. Once again, congratulations on your remarkable accomplishments. It's with great pride and joy that I ask everyone to join me in welcoming a new group of dedicated occupational therapy assistants to the profession. As you leave here today, remember to embrace the journey ahead with confidence and determination. Go forward, study diligently, and pass that national board certification with flying colors, like your life depends on it, because ours does. Thank you all for being here, families and friends, for your unwavering support of these outstanding graduates. Your encouragement has been instrumental in their success. Now, would you please stand and remain standing as the distinguished class of 2025 exits the auditorium. Congratulations, class of 2025. You did it!